And yeah, so there's some limitations on the API. You have to match that 11-digit format exactly. You have to do two in series, and then you can check it against. Um, and yeah, so the tricky version, ChatGPT, again, this would be a place where open source could step in because we could turn the temperature down so that the outputs are more deterministic and easier to work with. Can also use open source libraries like Instructor or Outlines to force the generation. Although OpenAI does have JSON mode now, which is nice. Yeah, we can, that's definitely, there's a lot of options to implement that in open source. So, but super cool project. Hope he keeps going with it. 1 year of ChatGPT Plus with our friend Brett Barron here. I think he tried to schedule a meet with me. I need to go check back in with him. Okay, and we have shorts, text to short form video content, pretty similar to the video GPT, larger team. And I know these guys got in touch with me specifically because they plan to keep going with this to make it really, go turn it into something and start trying to sell it, which is always fantastic to hear. Um, some good information. I never actually went and read this, but good to have like some extra proof of like, okay, this is a thing that we need. Um, so monetizing the service, we have some quick thoughts, not a clear path to market. And always when using generative AI, you have to think about your API costs. So it's a little bit tough to really get a good grasp of what your margins are going to look like and what kind of pricing structure you can afford. Um, but Resemble did excellent use of sponsors, leveraged Mistral, which was the API endpoint that we provided for the event, 12 labs for video generation, Python Next, Tailwind. Um, and yeah, I know there were a few folks on this team that are either like brand new to coding or are relatively inexperienced with AI projects. So I am super glad that they got an opportunity to play around with that. Last I checked, this didn't work, but maybe they fixed it. We'll see. A short about how to make a cool hackathon project. Yeah. So, wasn't working last time. I'm assuming they will get back to it at some point in the future because I know they plan to keep going with it. But best of luck, guys. We have a winner for 1 month of ChatGPT Plus, which I'm assuming is going to everybody. I'm not exactly sure if the plan was to provide like one instance of 1 month or if it was for the whole team. But we will keep you guys posted on that. But anyway, congratulations. Well done. Nice work. Local Buddy. I remember seeing this one. I thought this was really interesting. The the big the thing, well, you'll see actually. The thing that really, or like the very impressive part of this project was their video presentation. And I'll just let it speak for itself here.
Hi, this is Local Buddy, the GPT that is your personal travel guide in a pocket. Imagine you're traveling to a new destination for the first time. You're wandering around town and wondering about all the landmarks you're passing by. For example, somehow you end up in the bustling old town of Bangkok. You saw this gigantic temple and got curious about it. So you take a photo of it and then send it to Local Buddy GPT to get fun facts and also the name of the place. Let me show you the example of the responses. So this is exactly the same journey. With photo, it tells you the name of the places. With the fun facts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it ends with the options for you to either explore the fun fact more, or ask for some local recommendations on places to eat or just unwind for coffee. I'm gonna ask for a other places I can check out around the Grand Palace. And it seems to me that the river taxi ride to Temple of Dawn sounds interesting. So I take a visit there and then again take a photo, send it to GPT, and get the fun facts about this place so I can enjoy the experience more. And now I feel a little bit tired, and I also got a postcard I want to send to my friends, so I asked it for some nice coffee shops that I can just go and unwind and just reflect on the day.
Yeah. So a lot of the judging panel was very like the in that file like went straight for the user story. Like here is like when I'm presenting my product, here is how a user is going to use it. Here is the problem that I'm solving for them, and jumping immediately into showing us how it works. So like kept it super tight, like hit the points that she needed to. Um, Also liked that it was via the mobile interface because that's probably where a user is going to use it, and we had that little indicator for where she was tapping on the screen. So the presentation was quite impressive, and the thing is useful. The other thing that I liked about it was, excuse me, the usage of hotkeys. I don't know if it's sort of starting to become a thing, but if you're ever building a GPT, a lot of times you'll kind of have a few like default paths for your user to follow, and giving them hotkeys to just go next, go next, go next, go left, go right. Um, if they're not going to need if they don't have to type in a full sentence, it's best not to make them. So I really like it when folks have the kind of when they think about that, when they're like, oh, if I was using this, I wouldn't want to have to type out like tell me about this this coffee shop or whatever. It's just snap a photo, and enter. Good. So yeah, it was very cool. I hope she continues on with it. And then yeah, if you are ever out and about traveling, definitely feel free to check out Local Buddy because I don't have any photos of landmarks handy, but I do believe that it works, or it should work, because it's not doing anything complex on GPT side. So super cool, nice job, Pi. Um, let's see, GP doc. This one was I really like this. This is an excellent use case for open source.
Hi everyone. This is a presentation about GP Doc, an AI assistant that can answer questions from doctors' notes. Doctors spend a significant amount of time reading notes as part of their workflow. A study published in the Journal of General Internal Medicine in 2016 found that primary care physicians spend
I had to deal with this yesterday.
minutes per patient encounter reading and writing electronic health record
My
notes.
insurance wanted to
This
see the
includes
doctor's
reviewing
notes.
previous notes, writing new notes, and reviewing test results. To help healthcare providers manage doctors' notes, we have developed an AI assistant that can answer questions from the notes. Questions may be related to patient history, follow-ups, medication adjustments, treatment, diagnosis, procedures, and other categories. We used Llama Index to index the doctor's notes.
All open source.
When
I
a
love it.
user asks a question, Llama Index scans the data to find the best matches and sends the results to a large language model, LLM, to obtain an answer.
So we're
We
gonna speed
use
this up a little bit.
As the LLM model. Here is an example note about a 26-year-old female with asthma who has been experiencing nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea all day. Likely
So
due to
just some
stress.
sample data.
She was very dehydrated and received 4 fluids at another hospital before being transferred here. Here is a sample session with the GP Doc bot. Please click the Colab link to try a working demo. Our team
Demo does
is a
work.
group of interdisciplinary innovators passionate about leveraging artificial intelligence to tackle real-world challenges. With diverse expertise in machine learning, data science, software engineering,
Not
and
sure if there was
engineering,
anybody else
we
on the
focus
team either.
innovation and creative problem solving. Committed to pushing the boundaries of AI technology, we're excited to collaborate. Much thanks to DivPost for hosting this hackathon. If there are any questions, please click the link to our Discord channel.
Oh, did they actually make a Discord? That's cool. Yeah, so I think this is an excellent use case for open source models. When you're dealing with healthcare data or just sensitive information, you don't really want to have to send that out to OpenAI, regardless of how many promises they make about that they swear, pinky swear they're not going to do anything nasty with it. You really, really want to keep it local when it comes to medical stuff, and oftentimes you'll be legally required to do so because you need to stay compliant with HIPAA, at least in the U.S. or whatever similar body in wherever else you're working. So I don't know if this is okay, cool. Yeah, so we have an open in Colab. It involves a little bit of setup, so I'm not going to do it, but we have a full run through right here. We got the sample data. If you're inclined to see how it works, please go check it out. You can, go just gpt.devpost.com and go check it out from the gallery and head over to the notebook file in there. Try it out in Colab. Yeah, super, super cool. And great use of Llama Index and other open source utilities. So we have another winner there, which is super awesome. All right, the last few, Influencer GPT, Sahil Bloom. So this one is our winner for Agent Artificial's prize. Which is kind of, I don't recall if there's any voiceover for this or not. But basically the idea is for each influencer. So maybe I'll make a Yikes GPT. Am I an influencer now? God, disgusting. That said, I do have 16 whole YouTube subscribers, so I am kind of a big deal now. But so this one is basically what he did was upload or what I thought he was going to do was just upload it to memory, but I think he did something different. Okay. I don't recall. I feel like there was this might just be prompts. I'm not entirely sure. I feel like there was like some database he was pulling from, but I don't recall exactly. How we built it, just integrated with content and affiliate links. So one thing that I really liked about this is it's already monetized. The links that he is providing here are unobtrusive because the user is not going to ask for something they don't want, but they are still affiliate links. So they are if you're not familiar, when I click this link, if I end up buying this book, he will get a little kickback from Amazon or wherever this book gets bought for bringing me there and showing me that. And I think this is a really good. I think GPTs and chatbots in general that are just kind of generalist help robots are great places to put affiliate links because your user doesn't see them unless they ask to see them. And that's the big problem with affiliate links is I don't know if you've been to any of those sites recently where they're just plastered with annoying ads everywhere and there's a bunch of visual noise. The advantage with GPTs is they are invisible until you specifically ask for them, which I think is really a great way to leverage the platform. So yeah, I'm interested to see kind of where he goes with this. Maybe he'll do some affiliate marketing with Agent Artificial, something like that. I bet that would be super cool. So nice work, Jatine. Hackathon Video Explainer.
Hi there. Now I'm explaining this video through Resembles AI. Hello, my name is Muhammad Ali and this is my project virtual learning. In this you can see that you can learn through visual experience.
Got it.
This is my website layout. We're now entering the code of my website. I have built this website on React. It has many components, each feature.
So, well, yeah, I'll let it play. But I will talk over it a little bit. Essentially, this participant. Okay, it's hard for me to talk and listen at the same time, so I'll just wait.
when we are talking about education, the future of education is bright because you can learn through visual experience. You can see how things work. If we are talking about history, like we're talking about history, if people learn about history through visual experience, they can see what is happening at that time by through visual experience. They can do science adventures in virtual reality, which will fascinate them. They can do math quest in virtual reality. They can do learning into virtual reality platform and augmented reality platform. There are a lot of other concepts they can explore through virtual reality, where it benefits the students to learn more effectively and precisely. Why choose us? Because we have some properties like real-world simulations, interactive labs, engaging content. And some of the reviews section I have created on our website. Then there is a contact us option. People can contact us, book their messages, and a lot of extra things. This idea told me that education is lacking day by day to the old method. So we have to explore the new method. That is why I created this idea in this website. I applied innovation on that, like from advanced section, courses to courses, and contact us containers. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, yeah, so I think the more or less what the submission is here is a just like a React front end for a website that kind of talks about VR. So technically not GPT related specifically, but I'm glad that Mumahad like had the opportunity to like practice his front end skills. It's a nice looking website. The not everything is implemented on it, of course. But I hope that he maybe learned something about kind of how to structure a front end. And we have a nice little, like these little cards here are nice to kind of have in your pocket in terms of front end dev. And we have all these kind of like extra little graphics that got generated. So yeah, it's a nice little project, and I'm glad he got the opportunity to practice his front end skills. So super cool. Then we have this one. We actually didn't really go over this, largely because if you see the submitted to over here, so I think they just basically they've been working on this for quite some time. Which technically we didn't have anything in the rules that said you couldn't do that, but it was sort of against the spirit of the competition. So the judging panel kind of skimmed over it a little bit, but I'm interested to see kind of what the thing is since they've put so much time into it and have been like submitting it. Looks like we have a few winners here too, which is really cool. So yeah, let's check it out. Let's see what we've got. We got 6 minutes. Ooh, baby.
Hi everyone, my name is Vincent, and together with me we have Kilok and Kashin. Today, our focus is on water scarcity and conservation in Singapore. We aim to raise awareness about this critical issue and inspire individuals to take action. With growing global water scarcity, it's crucial for everyone to understand the importance of conserving water. Let's address this urgent issue together.
I'll go 2x here.
Responsible water usage. This is because in our modern society, e-commerce platforms like Shopee have revolutionized the way we shop, offering unmatched convenience, a wide variety of choices, and competitive prices. As such, it is in our nature to default to this easy and enjoyable experience. However, what often goes unnoticed is the invisible water footprint associated with our purchases. Currently, consumers struggle to understand the water footprint of their purchases due to the lack of transparent information provided by e-commerce platforms. This leaves them unaware of the environmental impact of their shopping choices. Hence, we developed AquaWise, your sustainable shopping companion. Our intuitive AquaWise web extension seamlessly integrates with popular e-commerce platforms, allowing users to effortlessly monitor their water footprint throughout their shopping journey. But it doesn't stop there. AquaWise takes sustainability tracking to the next level by empowering users with an interactive dashboard to monitor their environmental impact in real time. AquaWise integrates information into the shopping experience, disrupting impulsive buying and promoting conscious choices for water conservation. Through a friendly banner displaying each product water footprint, consumers gain insight into the environmental impact of each product.
Got it. Cool. Yeah, I don't know, you get another 3 or 4 minutes of that, but I think I got the general idea. Basically, Chrome extension kind of cross-refs your shopping behavior with the environmental impact of that shopping behavior, which I think is cool. It's normally like super invisible to people. That you know what the actual effect of all this convenience that we are enjoying in the modern world is. So it's really nice to at least give people an opportunity to keep track of that if they want to. I would kind of be interested in what's next. Yeah. Support for other, okay, so are they limited for a couple, only certain marketplaces? Reward system for points. Oh, they have a gamification system. That's cute. And then SaaS pricing model. Okay, cool. So let's check out the repo real quick. Open source. We love that. always good. We'll give them a little star. Very cool. Nice job, guys. Um, yeah, so we have actually one of the things that I do really like about this is we actually have a contributing guide, which is if you're ever, I don't know if you have any experience with open source, but when it's closed source, you can, you've hired your engineers and your developers to kind of do things in a particular way, and they have a lot of resources of how to do those. Um, in open source, you might have strangers showing up to work on your thing, like in the middle of the night, whenever, with all varying levels of experience. So having a really good pathway for how they should contribute, what they should be contributing to. Let's check and see if we've got any issues. Okay, we don't right now. It's usually best practice. If these guys are still working on this, what they should be doing is creating issues for all of the features here. Let's delete open here. Okay, so yeah, we don't have any issues, which is unfortunate. Um, but one of the things to do when you're creating open source is leave good documentation, leave good breadcrumbs of what's going on, and then a very clear methodology of if somebody wants to contribute, what they should be doing to do that. So having a contributing guide is really, really good. And MIT, we always love that. But yeah, this looks like a very interesting project, and they've put a lot of work into it over the months. So a little bit of a cheeky submission, but yeah, I imagine they maybe filtered dev post for things that didn't say explicitly in the rules that you have to start it that weekend. These guys might be a great candidate for that hackathon that I was talking about putting together earlier when I was talking to the people on stage that any viewers will not be able to see. The go back and finish your thing hackathon. So maybe I'll shoot these guys an invite next time. But thank you for participating, Aquawise. Super glad that you had the opportunity to kind of get more eyeballs on your thing. And I would say like give it some thought. Like it seems like you could probably turn this into something that you could monetize. And I would definitely be keen to, we can do whatever we can to help you out on that journey. So feel free to stick around. There's one more that got submitted late. This one won my prize of the Yikes will run around and do hacker stuff to make sure you can turn your thing into a business. And because I think this thing is really cool. So I don't think there's a voiceover. You might not be able to see it. Okay. Yeah, it's the video is almost unintelligible. But we were not, contrary to many hackathons, we are not. The presentation counts, but it doesn't count for everything. So if you just threw something together and it's 360p and we can't really see it, as long as I can figure it out, I'm not going to dock you points personally. But what this thing does is a dynamic UI generation tool tailored for Vision OS. So if you're not familiar with Vision OS, the Apple Vision Pro, the new thing on the block, that weird little headset thing that Apple released, is an AR VR kind of thing. So the idea with this is it leverages the GPT to let's see. Let me see if do we have a drag and drop interface? I'm not sure if we do, where that came from. Let me see if I need a kitchen timer. So one of the things, so I played with this a little bit, and one of the things that I liked about it was I think he did something that I do semi-frequently with GPTs. So if you've built them before, you will know that their memory, their knowledge thing, has a limitation of only being able to upload about 20 documents. But if you give them a zip file and tell them to unzip it, they can handle more than that. All right, proceed. So he could have used some hotkeys there. Would have been really nice. So what I believe he did was took RealityKit and then took SwiftUI, zipped them up, and fed them to this GPT, so that it has. So GPT is really can get really shaky when you leave the realm of JavaScript and Python. But if it has a bunch of Swift and the specific library it needs to reference that, then it can definitely start. It can perform a lot better than it would have otherwise. So as you can see, it's kind of going through and giving me code for how to use RealityKit. So I really like that this is leveraging. Let's continue. Leveraging the kind of new hotness of Vision OS, and leveraging like some kind of unique little tricks for how to work with GPTs. And I'm not sure, I'm not sure how much prompt engineering or if there has been, a significant amount of work put into the code generation tools that this GPT has. But I'm very interested in the concept of AR-based UI on demand, or UI based on like little drawings here, which is, I imagine, something that this GPT could handle. So I am excited to see what else he starts building with it. And if this is something that you would like to get involved in and you happen to see this, feel free to reach out to Avi or reach out to me, because I will be attempting to support Avi in his journey of building this out into something more significant than that is, if he wants to do that. So hopefully he will. But yeah, I also really like the pitch. It's v0.dev for Vision OS. Super to the point, snappy. I know exactly what that is because I'm a tech nerd and this is marketed at tech nerds. Just-in-time UIs are really interesting to me. Yeah, I think there's a lot of fun to be had in that space. And with that, I think that covers all of our wonderful hackathon participants. I guess I'll check and see if anybody managed to catch much of anything. We have a little thingy there. Thanks for the heads up. Okay, gotcha. Let's see. Yeah. So I think that about covers it. What's next? Oh, wow. They got 5 comments. Very nice. Very nice. Wow. Okay. This is incredible. Wait, Brett Barron. Is it really? 52 days ago. Okay, I don't know. Did I miss something about it? I'll watch the rest of it real quick.
Otherwise encourages sustainable purchases and water-saving behaviors. Our aim is to empower individuals to make the resources.
Yeah, give me the demo, bro.
Well, when shopping for a product, Aqua greets us with a friendly banner that showcases the water footprint of each individual product.
Okay.
It takes into account factors like water-intensive manufacturing processes, transportation distances, and packaging materials to provide users with a comprehensive understanding of the environmental impact of the purchases. And to make it more understandable to the average Joe, this information is then explained in relative terms to that all vendors who believe in the green revolution.
Okay. Yeah, what's next? So we'll get back to our regular schedule of me putting stuff on the calendar that I think is interesting. Tomorrow there will be an event over that I'll put up on the calendar over in Swix's server about how to explain what the heck an AI agent is to a potential customer who might not be so technical. So check in on my calendar to figure out where that is, and then come join us in his server if that's something that sounds interesting to you. I don't think we will do another event this week, but maybe we will do one next week. I have a couple of ideas of stuff that I want to do, but I'm not sure exactly if it'll be more of a formal event or if it'll be just kind of a hangout and jam. We usually do something. Uh, we usually do at least something every Friday. Friday is usually kind of like a contest competition. Let's race each other to do something. Maybe we can get a prize here or there. Um, on Fridays, and then on Sundays we do a general kind of like co-working space, like go back and finish that thing that you need to be working on, and you can hang out in VC while you do it. Um, and then other just sort of like random events when they happen. And I guess that's a wrap. Please do come by and check out the server. There's a little puzzle to unlock the rest of it. You can find more details about that in the announcements channel and the channel entitled Perfectly Ordinary Digital Sidewalk. There is definitely nothing else going on here to play around a little bit with that. And yeah, we would plan to have more of these in the future, so stop by, hang out, and I guess thank you for watching if you watched, or if you listened, or if you mostly saw me troubleshooting for an hour and then turned it off because I get it. I probably would have too. But anyway, I guess that's a wrap. That is the GPT Store hackathon. I will say, once we get the actual OSS store nice and finished up, I am going to put it on the expert.online domain, and we are going to provide as much inference for it as we can. So keep an eye out for that if this is a topic that interests you, and we will see you in the future. So, GG, well played. Thanks for coming, everybody.